Welcome back to Fort Chaosdale, my previous Florida-inspired series, the 1,500 subscriber special. Good to have you here, and a lot has changed since we were here last time. But what has changed, do you may ask? So let me show you around. We start here, we added a little fish industry. There's not that much fish in those waters, but anyway, with some ferries. We now have a working bike lane here on this beach boulevard. It was always a fake bike lane, now it's working, look at this. People using it, going here by bike, this is cool. We have of course some new bridges coming with the bridges in Port Chaosdale, which we added. And I added some of my new restaurants like the seafood restaurant. There it is. And what is this car doing? Of course, it's typical city car driver here. Anyway, okay, 2 dogs and 1 person in the city car. Anyway, I made a few restaurants in the city. And you can grab all these decals, by the way, on PDX Mods. All of my decals are there available. I will link them in the description. We made some new neighborhoods like this one. And we created some nice spaces everywhere like this one. We created some custom special detailed bits like this car garage. We made an Orlando-inspired neighborhood with the help of all the people, all the Twitch community. So if you want to join me, you can join me on Twitch. I built there with you guys together. I added this Cities Chaser, of course, and a lot more. We added some accidents. This is all what we did live on Twitch. Anyway, today we want to do something special. Since we have some new skyscrapers, we want to reshape our skyline. So let's get there and let's start. So this is our current skyline and we want to do some adjustments, of course, getting in some of those new cool buildings. For example, this one. Problem is they have a much bigger footprint than most of our other skyscrapers. So let's get rid of a bunch of stuff. And maybe you like the video and subscribe as well to my channel. This would be so nice. Thank you so much. And we need to get rid of a lot of stuff. We need to redo the roads. We somehow need to fit this bad boy in here. Maybe this could work. It's still pretty tight. We have the train tracks as well. Let's see if we can squeeze it in and work it out with a little bit of help of move it maybe. So let's place it down. This road is too big. Let's get in a narrow road, and then we need to get rid of all the props from the dog park right here. And I think we can more or less fit this in. It has to fit. So then I found this beautiful building which fits almost perfectly in this space. We just have to shuffle it a little bit away from the train tracks, which is not the worst thing in the world. So there we go. This is done. We need to get rid of a few more props like those bike racks and some lamps. And then I found this building which also fits in, and already look at this, the skyline looks more interesting. I think in the background you can see the Chirpy's headquarters, the Chirp Inc., which has to stay the largest building in the city, of course. Then I added this Chinese building, the Chinese office tower, I think, or is it a residential tower? Not sure, it's a tower. And I like this. I like the new compact skyline look. I like it. And let's do some adjustments here with this parking while I see it. So they are not clipping into the wall of the overground metro, right? And then maybe we can replace this building and add another one of the newer ones. So maybe this one we can recolor it a little bit further. But I like it. I like those slight adjustments with the skyline. Just a little bit more interesting. What do you think? What do you think? What should we add if we ever come back here? So maybe we can make a little bit brighter. A little white would be nice. And then maybe we can fade it out a little bit. So let's get rid of those buildings. We have a lot of those buildings here. So we can work with this Eastern European residential complex. I think it's okay. It fits in the space pretty good. And it's a little bit smaller than the other skyscrapers. So it's a little fading out of the skyline. And then we want to work on the backside of those buildings. Make everything nice and walkable and detail it up a little bit with some palm trees, because I'm not sure if we even had palm trees the last time we were here. Maybe we had. I can't remember. But we didn't have palm trees from the start of the game, right? Anyway, we will add some palm trees, some colorful bushes, and then we detail up with some grass. And of course, we just the invisible path, so it works out. Everyone can walk here nice and quickly, because you will see later in this video, traffic is a nightmare. And with the last bits and pieces done, we will have a look into traffic, and you can see it is horrible. We have the bikes, but I don't think they are the problem. No, those two bridges you saw earlier are the problem, because the Skyline is on an island, and that's the problem. Yeah, we have those bottlenecks, only 2 connections to the main area of the city, so we should shuffle the whole downtown to another area. But this won't happen. So they have to deal with a little bit of traffic. There's not much I can do. So let's have a look at the first bridge. You can see it's bad. It's bad. The other bridge isn't any better. Better take the ferry or the train in my city, at least if you want to visit the downtown area. And one of the major problems which we had for a while, which we tried to fix on Twitch Live, is this junction. I did a lot of tweaking, but if you look, there's so much pedestrian traffic. Although we removed the sidewalk, the people cross the street anyway, and that blocks the cars, so we don't get enough cars turning right at the green light. So this is the main problem for this one bridge at least. And anyway, I picked up a truck at the Beach Boulevard, and I want to take you with me for a tour on the Beach Boulevard. I checked if there's no traffic jam, and this is basically the end of our city showcase, of our revisit. Maybe we will come back here with 2,000 subscribers. I don't know, whenever it will be. Let me know if we should come here more often or not. And now enjoy the tour on the Beach Boulevard with this big truck. So have a good one. I'm Chaos Fun, and I see you back here in my next video. We will be back in Chaos Hills, of course. Bye bye.